you are given more obligations than you can manage.
You are tired of caring and sometimes just want to give up altogether.
You just want some inner peace and to not care as much.
Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk to you who have been exhausted and overwhelmed because you care. You care a lot about a lot of things and you are just drained. You are tired of caring, tired of having to carry the daily responsibilities that are placed upon you. You become sad, angry, depressed, and sometimes just want to give up altogether.
For a society to function well, we all have to have our specific roles and responsibilities, be it as a teacher, a pilot, a parent, or a sibling. Those responsibilities, both professional and personal, are natural and necessary. However, sometimes you are given more obligations than you can manage. You have to care more than you should or could, and it's just tiring. You are not alone in this. A lot of us feel the same emotions, which can be detrimental if not handled properly. I know you just want some inner peace, to be calm and to not care as much. I am on the same journey as you, learning to remain calm and to care less every day.
Allow me to share with you a few insights on how to remain calm and to care less as we are on this same journey together. Lesson number one, acceptance. Acceptance may appear neutral to you, positive to others, and negative to someone else. However, if you are on a journey towards learning to remain calm and to care less, acceptance is one of the most positive things you could have in your life. So, what to accept? The first thing to accept is that it is perfectly okay to be ordinary. Accept that being ordinary is beautiful and the majority of us lead ordinary lives, finding happiness in simplicity. Often, dissatisfaction exists when you don't want to be just ordinary, you want to be special. You go above and beyond, try to work things out, try to hustle. You suffer so that you can be special, be more. You feel the need to prove your worth to your parents, your friends, to society. This leads to suffering. You often go through a lot of pain before you can make peace with the ordinariness and accept that it is beautiful and maybe just what you want. It requires great self assurance to give up on being special, but sometimes doing so is what brings you the calmness that you always wish for. By accepting your ordinariness, you free yourself from the burdens of constantly striving to stand out, to excel at everything. You don't have to care about societal expectations that extraordinary people might have to care about. And just one thing to care less about is one more piece of calmness you have for yourself. In the end, there's nothing wrong with being an ordinary person, just like the guy or the girl next to you. The second thing to accept is that troubles are inevitable and beyond your control. Anger often comes from an overestimation of your ability to change reality. You believe that you have more power over external circumstances than you actually do. Sometimes things are just meant to be and can't not be altered by any human will, and you trying to do so only leads to frustration. In many cultures, being effective means being quick, being on the run, always hustling, while any sign of trouble means wrong and someone needs to be blamed. But this way of looking at it is flawed. Troubles and mistakes will always be a part of life. They gift us valuable lessons. Among those lessons, perhaps the biggest one is accepting their inevitable existence and therefore worry less about troubles happening in life. It takes kindness and self compassion to stop blaming yourself, to stop being angry or wishing that you could have done differently. Lesson number 2: don't quickly attribute ill intentions to people. Sometimes, in frustrating situations, we tend to see ill intentions behind people's actions. When you are just too tired or you are overwhelmed, you are prone to believing that other people are making fun of you or intending to harm you. You might overreact to the smallest things. You might view yourself as a victim in every situation, and that everyone is plotting against you. This brings us to a solution for maintaining calmness. Don't quickly attribute ill intentions to people's actions. Take a baby, for example. Babies or small children are horrible sometimes. They scream, throw things at you, disrupt your Zoom meetings with constant crying. Sometimes you might get annoyed, but often you respond with patience and understanding, recognizing that they are not intentionally causing you harm. You even excuse their behaviors, thinking they are just tired or just hungry. You handle them with patience and empathy, something that you might not extend to adults. By refraining from seeing others' action as intentional or malicious, you maintain a sense of calm and are less triggered when interacting with people. Lesson 3: cultivate space. Learn that people must take responsibility for their own life. You can't help them if they don't help themselves. It's crucial to assess what responsibilities are yours and what are not. For something that is not yours to care about, you need to let go. I know it's difficult, especially when you are in a toxic situation that is not easy to get out of, but it should always be your aim. You need to walk away, to leave things behind. Your physical and mental well being are the most important things. If you're not well, you cannot bring any good to those around you. I know that letting go or moving on is easier said than done. But once you get the idea in your mind, begin distancing yourself from people who burdened you with their responsibilities. Understand that caring less doesn't mean you don't love somebody. It means that you know it's not your responsibilities to take, and that it's other people's lives, their responsibilities, their mistakes to make, ones you shouldn't and will not take on. Lesson number 4: strengthen your own identity. Inner peace comes from being certain about yourself and your path. You know who you are, what you want, your boundaries, your values, and you are not easily swayed or manipulated by others. You will feel anxious, angry, and tired when you care about many things: a well paid job, a high status, or a good reputation. If those are truly what you want, that's great. However, if you are pursuing those things due to societal expectations or peer pressure, you will find yourself exhausted trying to keep up with those things that you don't really want. For example, you are expected to have a job at some point in your life. Even during a job search, you are pressured by your parents, your friends, your teachers to get one quickly. While having a job means you are accepted by society and you are valued for your skills, problems arise when you want to take a break from your 9 to 5 grind. Other people then view you or your choice as defective or undesirable. You will face questions like,
Oh, so how long have you been unemployed? Are you working now? Have you found another job yet? When will you plan to return to work?
etc. And I must admit that when confronted with questions like that, I feel a lot of pressure. But I find calmness in knowing why I want this break and how I want to spend my time. As you strengthen your identity, you'll be less affected by the outside world, allowing you to remain calm in your own world. Lesson number 5. Have strategies to navigate triggered situations and restore your calmness. Having coping mechanisms for anxious situations is essential. Just like in a good crime movie, it's never about having a perfect crime, it's about what to do if being found out. As a human being, it's normal to lose it at some point over something. But you must know how to calm yourself in those situations and handle them as best as you can. Here are some of my tips to calm down easier. Avoid situations or people that will cause you high level of stress. Keep a list of your calming music or comforting TV series or sitcoms that make you laugh. Memorize your favorite quotes that resonate deeply with you and can help reduce anger and anxiety. Have role models that you admire them for their calm and composure quality and watch their content if needed. Take time to understand yourself well, including how you typically respond in stressful situations, and learn to manage yourself accordingly. Remember, you must be your most supportive ally, the one you can always rely on. Having strategies ready can help you get out of the anxious state quickly and regain your composure. Lesson number 6. Resolve conflicts instead of letting them fester inside you. This might seem counterintuitive, but if you can, try to address conflicts when they arise. You don't have to be confrontational to resolve conflicts. Simply discuss them with the person who has hurt or wronged you. Whether or not the conversation leads to a resolution, it addresses the conflicts. This allows you to find new directions to resolve conflicts or to choose to leave them behind, preventing them from festering inside and poisoning you with resentment. However, keep in mind that there are people who will never admit their wrongdoing or simply don't care. In those situations, don't expect any resolution or closure from them. Instead, distance yourself from their toxicity, or if not possible, limit your contact with them. Over the years, I have learned that you don't need to forgive in order to move on. You can simply move on by keeping a distance from past toxicity. So, these are the 6 lessons that I've learned to remain calm and to care little less. I'm not someone who is naturally chilled. I have a temper and I lose patience easily. That is precisely why I believe what I've learned is even more valuable to people like you and me who are trying to learn to remain calm and to care less every day. After all, why would you take advice on how to be calm from someone whose calmness is already their characteristic trait and they don't have to develop it, right? Remember, being calm is a quality that can be cultivated, and building inner peace is a journey. There's no need to rush to your destination. If you have found value in this video, please give it a like and leave a comment down below on what you have learned or realized about maintaining inner peace. Thank you for watching, and until next time.